feel like recovering is obviously like the easiest thing, but it's also one of the harder things because my body's just so used to moving that I'm not really sure exactly when to like slow down. So obviously, it's the taper week. We're taking things kind of easy, but not too easy, just because with most races and events, you kind of want to keep your body um, primed and not sluggish before you actually go and do the race. So for me, that kind of looks a little like it looks a little more like stretching. Um, Obviously using the Theragun a little bit more, keeping up with cold plunge, sauna, but still working out because I don't want my body to really start recovering and healing itself. Like I do, but I don't, because the moment I let it do that is the moment my body gets a little bit more cold. So it's why I say keep it primed, keep it not sluggish, because if you go to race day after not working out for like 6 days, you're gonna feel stiff. You're gonna feel like your body can't, get to that race stage. Um, so yeah, this week is honestly kind of an easy week. Today, I think I can't decide right now. I think I might just do a little short and sweet zone 2 run and then maybe go catch a lift. I'm not too sure yet. Definitely hit cold plunge sauna. Tomorrow, it'll be a little bit more of. Tomorrow will be more station work, so I want to work on all the stations and just focus a little bit less on the actual intensity, but focus more on the technique, how I'm going to be moving things come race day, what feels better, what, just kind of just like really honing everything in and just dialing everything in so that I know what to expect and I know how to feel come race day. Wednesday, obviously, I'm going to be packing, but I do want to get in and I want to get a little bit of like I want to get a more intense workout in. Uh, Probably something not super crazy, but like very low round interval session with some runs in as well. So I think I might do just like I might do I might do an erg run circuit. So what that'll look like is it'll be um, probably the ski into the run, do that for like 3 rounds, and then row into the run, 3 rounds, and all that will kind of be not at but just about race pace for the run and the ski and the row. So yeah, I mean, again, recovery is hard because when you've never done something before, something new, you don't really know how to like taper out. So obviously coming into this week, we were doing like 4 high intensity workouts a week plus runs. So now what? It's like what's the balance of like obviously getting enough time to actually rest, carb load, all that shit, and go into the race day feeling fresh but also feeling primed. So it's a little different than like a marathon prep or I don't know, just like any prep really. Uh, but again, we're just learning things as we go and just seeing what fits right now because obviously Vancouver hyrox in December. I'm doing that solo, so for me, I'm just trying to just figure out like what's working for me and what's not really working for me. Come, this Sunday when I do doubles. But yeah, like everything, I'm just like taking notes of and just trying to see what fits for me. But yeah, probably gonna go get that run in right now. Summer's over. summer's over because it's pouring rain here in Vancouver right now. So, yeah, I mean, is what it is. I think I'm probably just gonna hit a quick treadmill session, uh, just so that I'm not out. Not that I don't like the rain or running in the rain, but yeah, I just want to be able to like document some shit too. So I think that's probably the best bet, because in that way, camera doesn't get wet and I can actually film a little bit too. So yeah, we'll probably just go smash that run right now on the treadmill. Nothing too crazy, zone 2 only. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay?
Cause I'm the unforgiven. I like power and a damn thing funny. I like pussy and money. And I won't slam like Onyx or never ever stutter. Well, as I look up at the sky, my mind starts dripping, a tear drops my eye. My body temperature falls. I'm shaking and they breaking, trying to save the dough. Popping on my chest and I'm screaming. I stop breathing, damn, I see demons. Damn, God, I wonder can you save me? I can't die, my movie about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up, her voice broke to me and it slowly started saying, how will I live? How will I be the G that I want?
So I feel like it's extremely important to continue moving your body while you're in recovery, while you're in your taper week. And it's not new. It's not new news or new information. I think anybody that does a marathon, anybody that does an Ironman, anybody that does a hyrox, anybody that does anything knows that like your taper weeks, you're still moving. So it's really beneficial to just keep the body primed. Keep the body working, keep the body in the same structure, in the same phase as you will be during your race day. Like today, I ran about like 7.6, I think 7.6K, pretty light, zone 2, and feels good. You know, I got my sweat in. I didn't feel like I was just like, you know, slugging around or whatever it is. But yeah, it's like super important, super important to just keep the body moving constantly. Because it's like once you actually finish a workout, when you finish a workout and you cool down, you know, you start to stiffen up, you start to get a little bit sore, you start to feel like your body isn't moving as like fluid as you might have wanted it to. So it's the same thing with something like this. And I think what's ultimately more important too is just the way I'm like fueling my body right now. So this week, obviously, I want to start adding in more carbs. Not like an excessive amount, but adding a little bit more here and there as the days go by, you know, because 2 days out, I want to load a little bit harder than I would, you know, today, which it's Monday. So it's the same thing with yesterday. I ate just about the same amount, but I maybe ate a little bit more just to build, not just like, you know, completely shock the body by like just throwing a bunch of carbs at it, throwing a bunch of sodium at it, you know, like you gotta ease your body into that mode. But I think another thing that I kind of wanted to try was nitric oxide. So nitric oxide is something that's found inside of beets and beet juice. Now, Transparent Labs, they also make a nitric oxide supplement. So I have it with me, and I want to try it on my next. I'll probably try it on Wednesday because nitric oxide is supposed to dilate your blood vessels, which will allow more oxygenated blood to flow more freely into your muscles. I don't know how accurate or how well it actually works, but you know, I'll give it a try. Obviously, I don't want to add too many new things into the mix come race day, but you know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But no harm, no foul. But also, you know, I already drink a lot of water, but I'm just trying to stay on top of, you know, the amount of water I'm actually drinking. So I'm aiming for about, I want to say like 4 to 5 bottles, which are 750, let me see. About 750 milliliters, with one of those being an electrolyte mix, and maybe 2 of them as well. So yeah, we're just slowly building into it, not wanting to shock the body or just make it like go crazy by giving it too much all at once. But yeah, it's actually, I'm gonna take you through a couple of different meals that I'll be eating leading up to this. One of which being my infamous Asian ground beef rice bowl with a fried egg on top. So obviously I do white rice, ground beef, and a fried egg with a little bit of sriracha. But that'll be dinner once I'm off here. And yeah, that's today's workout done. Tomorrow we're gonna get after it again, but yeah, I'm gonna go finish up this run and then just go make some food because it's pouring rain outside and I don't want to do anything. So, alright. Beautiful run. So today's a bit of a different kind of workout. Not really, but kinda, because we're not going all out in like this big circuit with like multiple rounds. It's more so like today, just gonna be working on the stations a little bit more, seeing what's working, what's not working,
figuring out just like little nitpicky things like technique, rhythm with breathing, just really trying to dial everything in, get everything a little bit more set and a little bit more focused come Sunday, come race day. So right now we're starting with 3 sets of 400 meters on the ski. With the other erg, which is the row, probably gonna do the same thing. Just again, everything is just at pace, at hard pace to get, you know, the breathing up, but we're not killing ourselves. We're not looking to crush any numbers. So keeping it light, keeping it tight, but just making sure everything is right for Sunday. Started off with a ski, obviously. Went into the sled push, sled pull. Did some burpees. I didn't film the burpees because it's kind of busy in here right now. Not only that, but I feel like filming it solo is kind of hard. Because you can either really do like kind of like a straight shot, angled shot, and like maybe a little bit of details, but like on top of that too, because the turf over there was just so busy, like I don't know, I just kind of wanted to get through it and then just or whatever, right? But now we're on the row, so we still have lunges, farmer's carries, and wall balls. So almost done. I think there's a couple of things that like I kind of started to like notice in terms of like form and technique. Like for some reason my sled pull felt really good today, and I think it's mainly because I thought it was like one of like my weaker movements, my weaker stations, so I've been training that a little bit harder, working on deadlifts, heavier deadlifts, but also training the walk movement and then training the actual like hinge movement has helped out quite a bit. Same thing with my row right now. I'm about to do my last set of these, but I'm noticing that it's just like you almost catch the fan of the rower a little bit easier when you don't push from your legs. I'm noticing that if you kind of like come into this hinge, you let your back, so you see how my legs are kind of just like at this like 45, so they stay here, they don't go any deeper. So I'm here and I'm hinging right over here, and then I'm pulling with my back, pulling with my back, pulling with my back, and I feel like that almost feels better and it feels smoother than going as if you're pushing from your legs, and it kind of saves your legs too. So I don't know, that's one of the things that like I'm picking up right now. But let's finish off this set, and hopefully I was recording, because if not, I'm gonna cry. hands are so sweaty right now. It's making it tough. Like my left hand right now is so slippery. See, again, I feel like lunges, like burpees, are one of those things that you can literally film like one way. Like, I already don't know what to do for the next angle. So, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna talk you through this one. But yeah, like I said earlier, the main objective, and I guess the rule at hyrox, is that your knee has to touch the ground when you go down for that half rep, and then back up and then reset to get the full rep. And you can't like obviously like shuffle forward. As soon as you come up, stay there and you start your next one from where your legs ended up. Oh, and you can't drop. So at hyrox, it's gonna be sandbags, not kettlebells. You can't drop that weight. Like, it cannot touch the ground. So because I'm doing it partnered with Eric, what I'm thinking is, depending on who goes first, probably him because I'm shorter than him. He'll go in, do his reps. I'll come right into his back and just let him drop the weight on my back, and then just go from there, just so that we don't lose time. We don't have to, you know, fumble around with everything. But yeah, that's what we're probably gonna do. It just sucks not being able to like train with him, because, you know, I'm out here in Vancouver and he lives in Toronto. So that's the one thing that, you know, kind of sucks, but it should be fine as long as we can talk about it. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll just come down to really communicating well with each other on race day, like actually talking and just being like, hey, you know, this is going on, or here you go, blah, blah, blah. You know, just communicate. So yeah. And to be honest, I think that's it for me. I've been in here for an hour and 54 minutes. That's way longer than I really like to be in here. I normally like to be in here an hour, hour 10, hour 15 max. But I did every single station that I needed to do today, probably more than I should have, in terms of like reps and like distances. But again, you know, it's my first time, not really sure how to structure it, but I did pick up on some key things that I want to take in to the race with me. But I think that's it for me today. I don't think filming helped it either, because fucking setting up, moving it, walking over here, walking over there, grabbing the weights, pressing record, pressing stop record. It's just, it's too much, man. It's too much. That's why most of the time I like to just like do my workout first and then fucking record everything afterwards. But I feel like it's nice to do it while you're working out at the same time, because like you get to explain things while you're doing it, if that makes sense. Like earlier, what I said about the row, I would have probably forgot about that had I just have waited, and I wouldn't have recorded that. So yeah, man, I think as for now, we're done. We're good to go. Just gonna go home and chill. Probably go eat and then chill. But yeah, I'm tired. Tired, man. Jeez. Wall balls killed me. As per usual.
Okay, so this, I don't even know. This is my meal that I eat for lunch, dinner. It's about 2 cups of rice, about a cup of ground beef with sweet soy sauce, regular soy sauce, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and sesame oil. And then I do a fried egg, 2 fried eggs on top of that. And then I top it off with a little bit of sriracha. I literally make this every week because I just like to keep things simple. Like this whole week, I would not be able to like get through it if I had to make a different breakfast, if I had to make a different snack, if I had to make a different lunch, make a different dinner, just to like mix things up. Like this is just easy for me. You know, this right here is also like a carb loading hack. So just 1 cup of orange juice, or really like any juice, just make sure that you're getting that, just make sure that the only ingredient is the actual fruit itself. So this is 100% orange juice. I think it's 36 grams of carbs per cup. So this is about 2 cups here. And then 2 cups of rice, which is about, I think it's 2.5 cups. About like 90 grams of carbs. So do the math. And then on top of that, I'm also doing just protein shakes with creatine. And then I'll put a scoop of carbohydrate powder in there as well. Like eating clean doesn't have to be hard. It really doesn't. I think as long as you enjoy what you're eating and it's easy to do, you just do stick to that. Like if you get bored of it eventually, switch it up. But I feel like for the most part, simplicity is key because it just makes things so much easier. And it's just more convenient too. Like I'll make like a bunch of ground beef and a bunch of rice, and I'll just scoop that, microwave, 2 eggs, boom, done within like less than 10 minutes. It's the same thing with like the overnight oats. Like the overnight oats, you make it the night before, you wake up, you grab it, you eat it. Even oatmeal, same thing. Like takes less than 10 minutes. You know, breakfast, same thing. Takes like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just needs to be fuel. But it also needs to taste good. So find what tastes good to you. But right now, I'm just upstairs because I'm just packing up my bags because I leave for Toronto tomorrow. So by the time this is posted, I'll probably already be in the air or touching down. But, well, I'm excited. Nerves still haven't set in yet. I'm not opposed to getting nerves because I almost feel like it's a gentle reminder, because you start to ask yourself certain questions like, did I do enough? Am I ready? Was my training block good enough? And the more you ask yourself these questions, the more you kind of tick off the boxes like, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. So to me, I like to embrace the nervousness and just ride with it, because if you're not nervous, it means you're not doing something hard enough. It means you're not out of your comfort zone yet. And it just means that you're not trying to push yourself to the next level. So embrace nervousness, embrace doubt, because at the end of the day, if you can tell yourself that yes, you are ready, all that other shit goes out the window. You know? But yeah, I'm gonna finish up this bowl real quick, and then yeah, that'll kind of be it for this video. This is just a quick one, just in between. But I guess I'll see you guys probably next week, hopefully. I guess I'll see you next week, hopefully, because I think I said I wanted to do 2 videos, and I think I'm still gonna do 2 videos. So it's gonna take me a bit of time, but yeah, I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you next week, hopefully. If not, the week after that. Okay?